groups. One group will travel with the convoy of motor vehicles, the other will go by camel. This will reduce the load on the vehicles. More importantly, if one group gets into difficulties and has to stop, the other will be able to help.
Most of us have had no experience of driving in a desert, and so at dawn we decide to split our team into two groups. One group will travel with the motor vehicle convoy and the other will ride on camels. We will meet up at a gas station in Ar-Rachidia. We have decided to travel this way to reduce the load on the vehicles. Moreover, if one group encounters difficulties and has to stop, the other group will be able to help. The first dim glow of early morning appears as our lonely-looking 6-camel caravan treks along on the sand in silence. The only thing we can hear is the sound of the camels chewing. The moon that was so bright during the night has disappeared, and the clear sky has been replaced with thick, dark clouds that make an already cold morning even colder. But fortunately, before long, a streak of red appears on the horizon. And in the light of the new day, we feel encouraged. As the sun appears over the horizon, the cold of night is chased away surprisingly quickly. The rising sun is truly beautiful, quite beyond anything we could have imagined. The morning glow causes the sandy peaks to be dyed red. The dunes on either side of us, some bright and others dark, form vivid sculptures that constantly change as we move along. Our camel caravan becomes a part of the beautiful scenery of the Great Desert. We watch as our shadows sway on the dunes, but we know that from a distance we must look like little more than tiny drifting grains of sand. The golden yellow Sahara Desert is literally dazzling, and it's nearly noon. Although it is already winter, the sun looks like a huge fireball above our heads. But perhaps because we're lucky, or perhaps because we haven't penetrated very far into the desert, so far we haven't found the Sahara Desert to be as frightening as we anticipated. We even get the feeling that pleasant surprises lay ahead. Suddenly, we hear the sound of melodious singing drifting towards us from the far distance. The lights of the motor vehicle convoy sway up and down on the road. This ride on the edge of the desert, however, has turned out to be nowhere near as difficult as had been anticipated. But the unpredictable can always occur when driving in this world of sand. We don't dare relax for a moment and concentrate fully on driving. To many people, the desert is a drab, lifeless place linked with death. But when you are actually in the desert, you sense a kind of primitive beauty. The light in the desert is nothing like the light one experiences anywhere else. The sunlight in the desert is strong and sharp. It is perhaps because of the primitive beauty of the desert and the unique light that more than 500 feature films, including the recent The Mummy, have made the desert the main setting. We slowly make our way toward the place from which the sound of singing is emanating. We see a group of people dressed in white, apparently celebrating. They're so immersed in the music, they don't pay any attention to anything around them. We find the scene a little strange, so we stop to watch. From the clothes they're wearing and the broad smiles on their faces, we guess they must be Berbers. Perhaps only these people who feel no need to compete with the modern world and who still worship nature could play such natural and unrestrained music. As pre-arranged, at noon the next day our two groups reunite at a gas station in the small town of Arachidia. As we embrace, we feel our fatigue lifting. After a rest, we set off again. Our destination is Rabat, the capital of Morocco. Rabat is situated at the estuary of the Great Brag River by the Atlantic Ocean. It is the political and cultural centre of Morocco, and it is also one of the nation's most important transportation hubs. The weather in Rabat comes as a pleasant relief. After leaving the desert and arriving in the city by the sea, we feel as if we're in another world.